Another day, another deal.
Hi, hello. Another day, another stream. It's been a couple of days again. Decided to not have a stream yesterday because I was out. We went to get something to eat. Went to watch Indiana Jones. It was good. Like, everyone complains that it's really mediocre, but I don't see what the issue is, because I only watch one mediocre movie like every couple of years, so it doesn't feel like completely forgettable. I barely watch movies anyway, so when I go to see one, if it's enjoyable, if I get entertained by it, then what's the problem? There is no problem. None whatsoever. So yeah, that's what was yesterday. Also, something that I've been doing. How has everyone else been? What have you been up to? Because I've been up to Spellforce. I bought the entire series of Spellforce because it was on sale. And it's actually fascinating. I would have loved the game series as a kid, going by the first game, which I had to do a bunch of tinkering to get to work properly. I had to do some hex setting and bullshit. But it works. It's Eurojank, definitely. But it has some really unique mechanics in it. Like, you equip different levels of units. Like, you equip yourself with more and more effective workers. You can equip different race or faction workers from both the dark side and the light side, as long as they're not in the same base camp or in the same army. As long as they're separate, they will not try to kill each other. So yeah, that seems like a really interesting thing. I've not gotten that far into Spellforce 1, but I'm enjoying it. It is Warcraft-ish. It's good. Thoroughly enjoyable. And I've been doing challenge runs on a World of Warcraft private server. I lost a character of 16 hours because of a stupid mistake. So I immediately made a new one and played it for 5 hours because I'm an idiot. I've just been wanting something to grind, so I've been grinding that. But all of that aside, today we'll be playing Lobotomy Corporation, that I have been talking about every now and then. I've been wanting to play it, but I've also wanted to just stream it, because I would like to experience the anomalies or abnormalities. I think that's what they called it, the game. SCPs, by any other name, are still SCPs. But yeah, I've played it for like 10 hours. I've seen some of the stuff. I know that there's something more fucked up going on under the under everything, under the facade or behind the facade. So since I'm not that far along, I think I'll do like a complete reset of everything. That is to say, all of the all of the equipment I've grinded, gone. All of the abnormality information that I've gathered, gone. Because it's interesting. Hopefully it's not so loud. This is something that you should be doing fairly often. Just resetting the entire thing while still maintaining all of your stuff. But we're pressing this. Your employees, every encyclopedia entry, and all other game progression will be lost. Even your precious memories with me. Do you really want to restart? Yes. And it's done. Codex empty. Story empty. There's a lot of stuff to go through. Also, the game is rather loud. 25. So, let's just get started. Day 1. Start a new game with the current abnormality observation levels. Yes. That is to say, none whatsoever. This is the mandatory first one. It feeds on the evil that seeps out during conversations between people. Some of the dialogue is a bit odd. And it's very much down to cultural differences. Oh, interesting. You can, you learn something new every day. Hello, X. I give you a warm welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Angela, your advisor and secretary. My role as an AI is to assist you in adjusting to your new workplace, so please have no worry in speaking with me or asking any questions. Even an AI can have a nice name, did you know that? I was born from one of the wings of the world. It signifies that I am one of the best to exist in this age. Like see, this is nonsense. At least in English. I know what you must be thinking. Your eyes show that you think I look too human to be an AI, am I wrong? However, there is a great difference between us. I am bound here. I cannot go wherever I please like you do. I may be able to operate the systems of this corporation to open a door or prepare a cup of coffee for you, but I cannot take a step outside of this building to bask in the sunlight or feel the gentle breeze. Now, in regard to my appearance, as you can see, The color of my hair is that of the morning sky after a light shower. The tone and shape of my voice is taken from the wisest person in the world. That's me! Lastly, my face is picturesque of the person who had the most beautiful smile. Haha, don't worry, that was a joke. There can be no such person on this earth. My appearance was designed with attractiveness to the largest number of people possible in mind. If the way I look is pleasing to your eye, then I am working as intended. Moving on, artificial intelligence is much more efficient in comparison to human in terms of multitasking. I am the best in a majority of work fields. I am able to handle the work of several dozen people at once. I'm certain many people have lost their jobs because of me. It's such a shame. Well, enough with introductions. Is there anything that you would like to know? More info on the company. That's not a bad thing to ask about. Let me put it this way. Your world is constantly growing and demand for energy is exponentially increasing as technologies advance. All conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world further. In search of a solution, we happened to stumble upon mysterious beings whom we dubbed abnormalities. Then we figured out that energy could be harvested from these abnormalities via a special method. To isolate them in a controlled environment and then to harvest energy from them. Our corporation became one of the first wings of the world for this discovery that benefits humanity in two ways. Once you are fully placed into the role as the manager, you will be able to access all current information on the abnormalities from the encyclopedia. It is very important that you know and understand these beings well to be successful in your position. For now, the encyclopedia's pages lay blank, but it will be filled out little by little. Don't concern yourself too much with it. It is the task of your subordinates to pen it. You have joined the company at an opportune moment, by the way. Lobotomy Corporation is always looking for ways to improve its harvesting processes. Our systems are continually updated to support this. Speaking of which, there was a new update to the system right before you arrived. That means the working conditions have been improved upon, compared to those of your predecessors. Think of it as a small welcoming gift. Best of luck for us. I was just about to mention you. You don't understand the concept of patience, do you? Oh, pardon my manners, manager. I was talking to the one of the other AIs that work here. I should introduce her to you. Our facility is a huge one, and even I would have trouble managing it on my own. So someone determined that there should be an AI to assume head control of each department. If I were to be considered the cerebrum, they would be the cerebellum. Naturally, of course, I should be your most trustworthy and capable companion among all the AIs. Well then, shall we greet her now? You can hear rushed footsteps from behind. And this is Malkith. Manager. I arrived just on time, right? The time is only about 1 minute late. Well, I guess it still counts as on time. Congratulations on joining the Lobotomy Corporation, manager. And Angela saying, I do not want to disturb this touching moment, Malkith, but every second counts in Lobotomy Corp. Please make your introduction as brief as possible and go prepare for the meeting. Seems Miss Angela isn't in a good mood today. But hey, at least the other Sephiroth are looking forward to meeting you. Well, maybe not all of them. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Malkith. I'm in charge of the control team. Since we're the control team, we have the greatest deal of responsibility. I'll try my best to help you by improving the basic functions of this facility, manager. I'm sure you're a bit nervous right now. It takes a bit of time to get used to the things around here, I know from experience. But don't worry, I'll be sure to help you. I am, not exactly the best at everything. I used to be a problem Sephiroth, you know. Why would you tell that? I would sew buttons onto a shirt in the wrong direction or add salt instead of sugar to food. But still, you can do it. Just like I managed to. I'm sure you will succeed, manager. I'll give you an easy task since it's your first day here. I wish you the best of luck. I can't take it anymore. Manager, you're in here, right? I have to get out of here, please. I know you're capable of it. You're the manager. You're not the same as the rest of us. You can do anything. Why do you want to quit? Don't you like working here in the control team? Every day here is a delight for me. It's so horrible, I can't take it. I'll go insane. Nothing here is normal. Do you really think you can't handle it? Please, I don't want to be here. Let me out, please. Manager, even though you're the head of this facility, the employer belongs to my department, so I believe I can take care of this. Let me handle this, please. I trust you. Thanks for acknowledging my position. Please don't be alarmed. These kinds of things happen quite often. Alright, it must be your first time you've seen something like this. Usually Miss Angela or I handle this kind of stuff. It's just a tiny hiccup. Nothing for you to worry about. No, please, manager, please. So yeah, for each department you get like certain missions which can be used to improve everything going on in the facility. So complete 3 work processes with the abnormalities. Yes. And we start with a skull. Our first complimentary worker. And we have no ego or anything. That's what we'll be grinding for. Basically, you need to buy up most of this to unlock like certain things. Ego gifts are things that you get by chance by doing this particular abnormality. And then there's suits and weapons that you can also grind for, which are essential. This one is a silent abnormality that understands the conflict between good and evil. Its empty eye sockets stare at all those who encounter it. A giant skull that is attached to a cross. It wears a crown of thorns. It floats about 2 meters above the ground. I think I'll lower it further so that I can hear myself think. So, then we decide on a type of work that best suits it. I don't think I've ever fucked this one up. Fuck it, let's try it. Let's see if we can get something bad to happen. Sorry, Rin. Depending on the situation, 00303 may have a positive effect. He awaits humanity's sin. Although it has no eyes, it recognizes the presence of Ren in the room. Oh yeah, this one's going bad. Oh! It's really that easy to No damage. Slight damage, I suppose. This one can't get out. That much I do know. Attachment, I seem to recollect, is the most effective form of work. It can see straight through you. At times it will menacingly click its teeth, but it's nothing to worry about. He is your punisher. Ren failed to elicit a response. To be willing to bear pain is half the atonement. I love these like bits of extra information description. It's fascinating. Yeah, basic information. One sin and hundreds of good deeds. While its appearance is bizarre, it is rare to record an incident of violence against employees involving this abnormality. And you get a crown of thorns as a gift on occasion. Also, I've not unlocked like faster speeds. That is something that you need to complete missions for. It may be best to send an honest employee. Yeah. I don't know what determines honesty, because some people, even really high level people, have failed to get like a good response from this one. Makes me think that there's like a hidden stat about truthfulness or something. I couldn't tell. Yes. Managerial guidelines. One sin and hundreds of good deeds will restore the employee's mental state when the work result is good. Ava, who received this benediction, commented that it felt refreshing. Commented, yes. After the maximum number of PE boxes was produced with one sin and hundreds of good deeds, it restored the mental health of every employee in the department. So, it's beneficial to keep doing this, especially if something is doing a lot of white damage. That is to say, mental damage. Emotional damage, even. And then we can do those. We just keep doing that. Even though we can end the workday, we can still just keep doing it. And now this fills. I want to see what happens when the clip-off counter goes to 0 with this one. I've never let it happen. But yeah, clip-off meltdowns happen after a certain number of interactions, and they can hit any of the containment chambers. And usually if it passes, I think if it passes, the clip-off counter goes to 0 immediately. That is to say, it usually releases whatever's inside, or makes really awful things happen. Let's see it. What happens? Will all the sinful be purged? Show me what happens. Like, half the fun is seeing what goes wrong. Boop. Yeah, you just lose energy with this one because it is non-escaping. No. Just go there. I misclicked. And this here is the level of the employee. I'm fairly sure. It's either that or their specific skill associated with one of those. I am not certain. Perfect 10. And now it's fully complete. All of this stuff up achieved. The first level is work success chance increased by 5%. Second level, higher work speed. Third level, again a work chance, success chance increase. And the fourth one is another work speed increase. And after that, all you have to do with this one is just farm for the gear that it has. Right. It feeds on the evil that seeps out during conversations between people. The assigned employee must kneel before it. Standing appears to be acceptable, and present their evil by confessing their sins to it. It's a Catholic priest. But the skull, the way it feeds is unknown, except from experiment records. We have catalogued the sins a person can commit into 3 levels. Level 1, a small lie or action that either goes unnoticed or can be shared in jest. Level 2, sins that are more serious and only shared with the closest of friends. And level 3, sins so profound that they cannot be shared with anyone. These will be taken to the grave. Employee Redacted had been assigned to confess a level 1 sin. Energy production via the abnormality increased by 12%. Employee Redacted was assigned to confess a level 2 sin. Energy production via the abnormality increased by 15%. We assigned Employee Redacted to confess a level 3 sin. 1 minute and 48 seconds after the employee was sent in, a bright flash of light was seen. The light was so bright that it could be seen outside of the containment unit. Immediately following the light, there was a facility-wide power outage. The phenomena lasted for 2 hours. Employee Redacted lost 6 years of their memory. Further experiments were cancelled. Scientific ethics decree that all footage of those who participated in the experiment is to be kept sealed. However, the incident left us no choice but to review the footage of the containment unit. Employee Redacted. This happened during Redacted at around 4 PM. Anyways, there was a railway about 20 minutes from my house. Some of my good friends and I decided to dress as forest animals. One of us chose to go as a deer. It was a crude costume, it could hardly be called one, to be honest. Just a pair of clumsily made antlers and a dark outfit with some deer-like spots on it. Omitted. I don't know how our deer friend wandered into the woods. We didn't even notice he was missing for maybe an hour. We searched for him and finally found him in some bushes. We called out his name, and I'm not sure if it was from relief of finally finding us or what, but he started sprinting towards us. And that's when we heard it, the gunshots. Bang, bang, bang. When I came to my senses, I saw his blood spattered all the way to my feet. After that, Not one of us dressed up as an animal ever again. That's all. By the way, is this really supposed to work? Observation log number 4 on 4435. Its eye sockets are empty. It is a skull after all, but I doubt it's blind. It certainly has its gaze fixed on me, and I can somehow feel that it's listening to me. Confessing to it does lighten my heart, admittedly. Afterwards, we investigated the incident in the employee's hometown to get a better picture. We learned that a boy named Justin was shot and killed in a deer costume by hunters during hunting season. Unlike the employee's confession, Justin was repeatedly bullied by other kids. Witnesses said they heard the kids shout, "Run, Justin, run," right before the gunshot. After the incident, the kids at the scene moved out of town and deer hunting was banned in the area. Lying sack of shit. Excerpt from Abnormality Research Log X-392. Honestly, you can't expect all of our employees to give honest confessions to that skull. Around every 1 in 10 employees will tend to say something that is not completely true. It's a bit different from a lie. You can say that it's a subconscious excuse they make. They distort perspectives to justify their actions, even though they are aware that they should be telling the truth. Once this happens, the confession is no longer truly a confession. Yes, I'm talking about you trying to justify your tardiness for 5 minutes now. Some of these things are like half serious, half jokey. Some are just mostly just funny, haha. And others are fucked up. Oh yeah, and you can grind your stats by repeatedly doing these. Justice gives attack speed and move speed. Temperance gives work speed and work success rate. Very useful. Unless the abnormality hates people who are too fast. Or maybe they hate people that are too resistant to whatever they do. They might just outright kill them. It's a careful balance. F0483. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairy's care. F-05-52. Somewhere in the distance you can hear seagulls. Oh yeah, I know this one. F-02-44. However, the curse continues eternally, never broken. I don't think I've seen this one. I know both of these. This one in particular is neat. Let's try something new. Face the fear, build the future. That is the motto of our founder, the one whom we refer to as A. Tell me, if I had to choose one, what part of our motto do you prefer? Face the future. Or rather, face fear. Bleh. Face the fear. I managed to mix up the whole fucking thing. Well done me. We are the first humans. Well, you're not. Or are you? Of this world to discover abnormalities. Of course, with the exclusion of myself, as I do not exactly belong to humanity. How should I put it? We are pioneering an entirely new world in a brand new field of study. The discoveries we have made thus far are merely the tip of the iceberg. Abnormalities have been among us since the beginning. However, we only just found their essence, their strange nature. We confronted them for the first time, and we faced fear itself. They were fundamentally an incarnation of fear. There was a bit of confusion last time, wasn't there? Usually I am in charge of the security of your office. However, it seems that I failed to pay close enough attention to the Sephira meeting room. I heard the control team employee has resigned from the corporation. Good job. You don't know what it means to resign here in the company, don't you? Mm-hmm. Sure. I'll take it as a no. No. I can gather. I do sometimes miscalculate what information I should deliver to you and what I shouldn't. Some aspects of our company that I consider natural and obvious may come as quite a shock to you. We have a variety of roles here. It's like a well-structured play. Every actor has a role and they must be faithful to their part without any error, synergizing with each other. Now, imagine that one of the actors decides to leave the stage because they didn't like their role. The actor should have played their predetermined part at the predetermined timing before making their exit stage left. But to leave the stage without fulfilling their part means that the life of the role and its actor are finished. That is what we mean when we say someone resigns. Yeah. Very clear, very simple. Great job, manager. You did exactly what I asked of you. I knew you could do it. You'll never guess how much I rooted for you back there. As for me, the day went alright. We covered a joint emergency protocol drill for my team. Not a single dropout or injury. Everyone did a good job. Not to say that it was perfect though. By the way, manager, have you seen something creepier than the abnormalities? Those entities that wander the facility unable to be contained, and sometimes they manifest themselves in the corridors. The drills do no good when you encounter them since we don't have enough data on them, so we always have to stay alert. Those things are a pain in the ass, by the way. No matter how meticulous our plan is, we can't control the unknown. Sometimes when I encounter them, I get a strange feeling. It's not like fear or anything, some other sensation. Strange, isn't it? I feel nauseous, like something within me is palpitating out of control, and it feels like I'm no longer myself. How could I describe it? Like something wriggling inside of me, little by little. Oh hey, new quest. Complete 4 work processes with a good result. At least I don't need to do them in a row. Yes, let us expand the department. This, thank you. Double speed. Yes. Right, so now we know this one, now we have no idea what this one is. And we get points, and we can hire people. It's kind of funny, you have to pay extra to be able to customize someone who is very much expendable. It's up to you as a manager to figure out if if the aesthetics are worth it. Usually not. But yes, for example, just boop, temperance. Justice costs 2 extra. It's very expensive to get justice, but it's very useful and very much needed when you start having incidents. But actually, I think prudence and fortitude is what we should be focusing on first. That is to say, just more health. Both mental health and physical. And that's it. Okay, Rin, you go do your thing there. I have no idea what the hell this is. It has a flabby stomach. Very ominous. The abnormality is similar to a fairy, having 2 pairs of wings and a small body. They act as a cluster. They. Okay. Sure. Inside by Yevgeny. Yevgeny can show that they are competent, then something. Most the employees do not know the true meaning of the fairies' care. Oh yeah, this is going badly right from the get-go. Oh yeah, this is going to shit. Oh boy. 2. Yeah, it's physical damage that it does. Okay. You go do that. We'll... I don't know, fucking punish these things. Also, sometimes if you do the wrong thing associated with them, you'll just piss them off and things happen. Oh yeah. Things... Let's see. Will things happen? Yeah, it's not very responsive to punishment. Though it's better. Does it heal? When the work result was normal or good, small fairies appear around the employee. The small fairies will heal the employee's HP for a limited time. But what happens when it's bad? Okay, so it doesn't like punishment, it doesn't like repression, maybe instinct. I mean, it... Actually, let's see. What happens when it gets out? If it gets... Well, it's going to get out. It's fine. How exciting. Seeing how things go terribly wrong. It doesn't get out. Interesting. Okay, so instinct, and you could just go be attached. And now we speed up. Okay, so it's an instinctual thing. Well, okay, that's nice. Tell me more. If an employee under the fairies' care is assigned to a different containment unit, they will immediately die. Okay, and be consumed by the fairies. So they're jealous. Interesting. Curious. Yeah, you go do that, you go do this. Damn it, I keep pressing the wrong... There. I can buy... Boop, boop. This is the lowest grade. Getting fucking PTSD from hearing that being wom. So as long as it's being healed and trying to go somewhere else, you will just die. Okay. Curious. Understandably terrified. It doesn't like being repressed. Okay, it's decent armor. Fairy Festival. Fairly minimal damage. Just go and do it again. We're gonna farm for that loot. Also, I want more information on this thing. Okay, now both of them can get something other than basic gear. Yeah, I figured that, but still. Okay, it does physical damage. Okay. Attachment by Yevgeny and ranges. Get some gear. It just happened to happen at the same time. Or just delayed enough that it gave the target where it's happening. And they just went in. Well, isn't that nice? So, let's see. It is a sacred act to be protected by fairies in any world. However, do not enter the containment unit just to have a bit of fun. If you've read a few books on them, you'll know that fairies dislike those who take advantage of their kindness. The corresponding document is only available by employees level 4 and higher. When Walter, who was under the care of the fairies, died in the room of another abnormality, we noticed some anomalies. His stomach and face were ripped off, his eyeballs and organs were damaged as if they were eaten by something. Moreover, the containment unit Walter was found in was for an abnormality that uses psychological attacks. Meanwhile, the fairies had someone's blood and flesh smeared all over their mouths. We did not bother to examine them to find out whose flesh and blood it was. Well, funny how that happens. In our world, there are few outcomes that result from perfect kindness. Having fairies that live in a forest visit you just because they like you or that you've done many good deeds is only something that happens in fairy tales. Even though we know this truth, we still sometimes become deluded. Think that the fairies' care is happening because of all the good deeds we've done, or that the fairies are favoring us because there is something that makes us more special than the other employees. The fairies are no more than carnivorous monsters and their protection is their method to keep the meat fresh. When an employee enters another containment unit, they gobble them up in fear that they won't lose their food to something else. However, the employees were greatly satisfied by the fairy's care, and we saw a drastic decrease in the accident rate. So we deemed it unnecessary to tell the truth to the employees. Super ethical. Okay, so one brain damage weapon and one bash your head in kind of thing. And both the armor is kind of It's fine. Now this is complete, so good stuff. Next day. F-05-52. Somewhere in the distance you can hear seagulls. T-06-27. This is a recording of the day we must never forget. F-02-44. The curse continues eternally, never broken. We're gonna take this one. You're gonna see it. It's great. Greetings, manager. It marks 3 days now that you have worked here. The number 3 is a mysterious one. In age-old fables, it is common for a mysterious entity to appear and tell the protagonist to utter 3 wishes. Sadly, I'm not a mage or billionaire that can grant your wishes. However, I do happen to know what your predecessor wished for. There were many aspirations. Common among them was the seeking of some kind of growth. To lead the company to prosperity, to achieve spiritual maturity, you name it. Each had wanted to flower in another way. Which of those 2 would you want? Oh yeah, I'm totally a company man. Your future is determined by what you do at this moment. Currently, you work for Lobotomy Corporation. In our company, you will see things that cannot be seen, and you will feel things that cannot be felt. You shall do impossible things. May your wish be granted. Perhaps you will become the best manager I have seen yet. So, you may be asking yourself if your predecessor managed to fulfill their wish. I suppose what happened to the others is not important after all. I do promise to cheer you on for the journey to your final goal, though. You did it again, and you did flawlessly too. I myself have a lot of work to do. If you look at my notebook, my to-do list is always so full. But I know I can get through it. I should do my best, like I always have. I know I'm slower than the others. I always have to check my list, or I'll miss something important. That's why I have this notebook with me all the time. Can't leave any mistakes, you know. I've been carrying it for so long that it's almost worn out. It's been with me ever since I began working here as the Sephira of the control team. I know Lady Angela worries about me from time to time, but I've got everything under control. Just like our previous discussion showed, yeah. I feel like this is the kind of life I've been yearning for ever since a long time ago. Maybe even before I was capable of thinking. And do mind that these are supposed to be AIs. It feels as if I wished for the same thing before, in some other place that wasn't the control team. Marcus, please finish the report I requested by the end of the day. Sure thing, boss. I've got it right here on my list. I'll have it turned in by the end of the day. Well, I should get going now. It's a pleasure talking to you, manager. The AIs here, they're all unstable, with the exception of me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll believe that. Sure. It's especially bad for Malkuth. You've noticed, haven't you? I can't complain though, it only makes it easier for me to control her. This took me so long to actually complete. God. Yes. Yeah, this one can wait. And we have a new one. Yeah, let's see with this. Oh yes. It is this thing. F-02-44. A self-loathing abnormality that spends every day letting out miserable screams. It wishes to break the cycle of the curse, but there is no way to do so. Beauty was once a fair lady with charming green eyes. One day this poor lady learns of a job opening at the manor of the Count, with a promise of hefty payment. Repression works on it the best. So let's let that happen. It is so appalled by its grotesque appearance, it repeatedly tries to kill itself. However, the curse continues eternally, never broken. Death is another form of joy brought by birth. Evicting symbolism. But oh yes. Now we repress it again. It doesn't matter who does it. Things happen. The curse has existed for centuries, inflicting agony upon many victims. Repressing neurosis. So the thing is, committing repression work with F-02-44 showed the best energy results. The work produced a good number of PE boxes, but negatively affected the health. Any work other than repression was found to improve the health. After repeated repression work, F-02-44 collapsed with a weak moan on the floor. Once it passed, Marinette, who had carried out the work process, began to suffer unidentifiable symptoms. Soon, F-02-44 was born anew. So yeah, it dies, but the curse continues. It just transfers to someone else. So yeah, you cannot do repression twice in a row. That's the thing. And it's these kinds of things that you have to start to balance out. This guy's great. Let's just hire Rin. Get a suit. You get a suit. You get a suit. And yeah, you get a physical weapon. Let's just give you a mind thingy too. Because if this guy goes crazy, he will start beating the ever-living shit out of others with the weapon, and he can end up killing others. So, preferably something to avoid. So yes, let's go. Repression. Rin, you do it. Fairies. Way. And you go for insight. And this becomes the routine. You try to get the energy while trying not to piss off the creatures in containment. Somebody go for inside. I think, yeah. Inside is basically the go-to thing. So it's at some point when you have a ton of different variables to consider, you also have to remember if you repressed this one last time or not. Obviously you have the log, but sometimes it's easy to fuck up. But each one of these causes damage. And it does sanity damage. So let's do another repression round. Go for it, Rin. Trying to grind out the stats a little bit. Trying to get more PE boxes. And Way goes back in there again. Yevgeny, you go. You go be attached. Okay. This was repression. I already forgot which one it was. Thankfully, I have the logs. Let's get some more days on this one. We need insight. But yeah, I would have to do this for a while to get all of this meltdown, so it's just easier to just let it come naturally eventually. Because you will just keep getting more and more. Containment containers things, yes. Yes, it is time for repression. Time to punish. Yes, it's basic information. Beauty and the Beast does a moderate amount of white damage for each of those. Go be instinctual. Nobody has received a damn gift yet. Bit annoying. Well, that was a shit repression. How did you do that bad? Now we have to do... I have to do something else. We have to do insight. I'm not putting way in there. We're putting Yevgeny there. And... throw in Ren. Hurry, we don't want it out. Thank you. Thank you for being so punctual. I mean, we're fairly close to it already. And there we go. Now just all of this is extra. It just sits there. And that was really good insight. Honestly, kind of surprised. Oh yeah, this one didn't escape. I seem to recollect that it did. Anyway, that was instinct, so... Repression time. Go in way and... Go be attached. That's 5%. 5%. And 5%. Each of these, 5% chance. And I've yet to get any. I better start seeing like a crowd of thorns soon. Still no? Wow. I am not having great luck with this. Yeah, just go back there. Just do your thing. We just had... That was a repression, okay. Yeah, see, I am second guessing myself constantly with this. Because at this point I've done so much for the day that I'd rather not fuck up. No gifts. My god. Okay. Fuck it, we go and do that. Let's keep doing this song and dance. And these are, because this is a Teth abnormality. It's the second lowest. But Teth, as opposed to Zion, if you go Zion weapon against Teth armor will be like significantly more sturdy against a lower grade, and if you use a lower grade weapon against a higher you have a lower grade armor and you get hit by a monster that is a higher grade, you will get hit with extra damage, or well, the defense is just not as good. Okay, Fairy Festival. Way, go. I should have put him there so that he can let nothing away. He's so fucking stupid. We go again. And now we get to do this. You still have nothing to show for it. Yeah, I agree. That face tells all. Sheesh. There we go. Now it's complete. Oh, and it's perfect. Yeah, I think Rin's temperance will be really high. And I have a feeling that Rin will become the control team captain. Now we can afford one of these things, and I'd say armor outweighs weapons. But yes, going back, the Count. There was a manor with a Count, and they promised a lady a hefty payment for a job. The Count had a monstrous appearance. Rumor says anyone who dares to enter his manor is never seen again. It must be that hideous monster preying on people. With that thought in her mind, she brought a very sharp knife with her. The lady was hired and worked at the manor. Contrary to the rumor, the monster was nowhere to be seen. Sometimes at night she could hear a voice. It was a very kind and compassionate... Wow, I'm stumbling. It was very kind and compensated her for her troubles handsomely. Working in the manor, the lady bore a greedy thought. If the Count was gone, I could take all of his possessions for myself. One day she went inside the Count's room, the room that she was instructed to never enter during the day. There she saw the Count's true form. He was truly horrendous. Hundreds of eyes, 4 legs, neither human nor animal. The lady thought perhaps such a hideous monster would be better off if it didn't exist. She proceeded to stab the beast with her knife. Surprisingly, the beast laughed in its last moments. Before the lady could even ask why it was laughing, she began to change. Hundreds of eyes formed and a thick coat of fur grew on her. Soon, she turned into the beast. Now the manor and all its riches belong to her. Rumor says anyone who dares to enter the Count's manor is never seen again. A lovely circle of life. Let's see. Nobody got gifts. No. You did. You got one. Yeah. Well, that's nice. Somebody got something out of it. No one else. I am rather surprised. Oh well. That's fine. Okay. Pretty good improvements on all the stats. Work speed getting better and better. And Rain obviously getting a level in justice, having done so much punishing. Very good. Very, very good. It's actually... a little toilet break here, so I'll be right back. go. Proceed to the next day. T-09-77. Excessive aspiration would bring about unwarranted frenzy. T-09-94. Many of those who underwent an operation inside the machine have found themselves rested and healthy again. And then T-09-97. Those betrayed hearts sank into the depths, slowly forgotten in the ever-lengthening corridors of time. All of these are really ominous. And I seem to recollect that all of these are interactables, like devices that usually give buffs, but might have side effects. So let's see. Do you take pride in what you do here? If not, this recent news will likely change your mind. After your arrival, the rate of energy output has increased by 13%. If you still don't feel the significance of this figure, then let me add that it's a record-breaking percentage. How do you feel? I take pride in that. Ever since you began working here, the company has been taking strides in improvement. This means you are performing your role well. This shows that there should only be good news to come. A machine such as myself doesn't flatter easily. It is good to know that you're happy with your work. I remember your face the very first time you came here. You were so withdrawn, face all grey and grim, and you were all nervous about my presence. Don't worry, it's okay for you to be happy now. Today is rather a special day. Do you see that bottle of champagne on the table? Allow me to pour you a glass. Shall we toast? Today's occasion is not something as monumental as someone's birthday or the company's day of founding. You lost an employee for the first time yesterday. Probably some, small book. But even if you have lost no one, you will still get this dialogue. In fact, many more shall follow. I'm telling you this just in case you were unexpectedly shocked by the news. They had known the risks from the beginning. The company grows fertilized by their sacrifices. Like St. Petersburg. It's as simple as that. Build on the corpses of workers. I am sure they would have felt proud of themselves as they took their final breath. Accepting their deaths with equanimity would be the greatest respect you can pay to them. That is why I popped this bottle of champagne I've kept for so long. 3 cheers for the deceased, in memoriam of their noble sacrifices. I'll drink to that. Allow me to give you a small bit of advice. To properly drink a glass of champagne, one should gently hold the lower stem of the glass, and then take it in lightly, savoring the bubbles. Perfect, just like that. And this is the leads of other departments. We need to be honest here, Malkuth. You simply cannot suppress the ordeals with the employees you currently have at your disposal. Trust me, I am the head of the information team. He's a bit of a dickhead. Even if your team were to suppress the ordeals on their own, there's too great a risk of extreme mental damage to your employees. But yes, sir, we only need to consider the mortality rate of the agents and the possibility of abnormalities breaching. And Hod. Malkuth. Lady Angela said that one crazy employee will kill 10 others. I am Sephira of the control team. I may make outrageous mistakes in all other aspects, but this role I know better than anyone else. I know how to handle employees on the verge of insanity. I even wrote down a code of conduct for it. Honestly, it feels like I'm the only one who follows the guide. Am I wrong? Please tell me if you happen to need it. I can always share a copy with you. I'm fine, but the code of yours. I don't need weak employees in my department. Weakness means elimination. The death of your place in my department. To work for the control team, the department that leads the corporation, signifies that you should be more capable than everyone else. Manager, please say something to them. You've been watching what's happened to those weak-willed employees from the comfort of your office, haven't you? Can any one of you guys say something? Well, thanks so much for visiting me. It's made me so happy. We should meet up again sometime, all of us, Upper Sephiroth. I have an announcement to the Sephiroth of the upper layer. The mental corruption levels of the control team's employees exceeded the maximum threshold. And just what did the other Sephiroth do in the meantime? Sit and watch. The control team has failed to handle the ordeals. Supplement the staff immediately and suppress the ordeals. I will ask for support from other departments. Complete a dusk ordeal. As the clip of deterrence weakens, the abnormalities will begin to grow agitated. Certain things we call ordeals, which we cannot contain, will go into a rampage, just as they are right now. Could you calm down the employees by suppressing one of the ordeals that show up at dusk? I'll help you with it as soon as I can. Oh yes. Ordeals. Very early on, they are very dangerous. There we go. Confirm. I have a feeling that we should hire another person specifically for combat. Yeah. Yeah, you look like a combat type. Mabel. Truly a name for a warrior. Mabel, you take a killy weapon. Also, you take the toughest armor we have. Yeah, I think it would be better off if every one of you had this one, because black damage, that is to say a split of both physical and mental, is not yet a concern. And what do we have? We have a device. Okay, it's an item that you need to carry. Hey Mabel, you go and take it. That's great. And Rin, you go and repress. You go be insightful, and you get to be instinctive. Congratulations. So what happens with this one? Yeah, what is it buffing? Yeah, it buffs health. Okay. Yeah, the longer you have it, the more information you get. A heart without an owner, it still beats even after being removed from its body. Those who equip the Heart of Aspiration will benefit from increased health and attack speed. Okay. What's the downside, though? And when can I return it without the person dying? Yes, it's equipable. When borrowed, its rate of contraction will double, enhancing the borrower's vigor and strength. If one is ordered to return the Heart of Aspiration without attacking, they will lose their mind and have an increase in violent tendencies. They will attempt to attack everything nearby. Okay, so that's the downside. They need to fight something or they will go into a rampage. So I guess we're not returning it. Unless there's something like that their heart explodes. It could be that. No, I'm regretting the fact that I gave a red damage weapon to the best combatant in the facility. That was short-sighted. Okay. Excessive aspiration would bring about unwarranted frenzy. If one is ordered to return the Heart of Aspiration within 30 seconds, the same result as above will occur. Okay, yeah, the 30-second rule seems to be rather common. Yeah, let's say once it's 2 minutes, the owner is going to explode or something, like their heart explodes. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, Beauty and the Beast, Insight. So we punish. Would repression count as fighting? No. I don't think so. Fuck it, Mabel, you go do it. Go punish. Inside for Ren, you go. Da da da. Oh hey, you get the Crown of Thorns. Congrats. Okay. Employees who did not attack any targets before returning the heart, or those who returned the heart before 30 seconds had entered a state of derangement, repeating mindless killings with their enhanced strength. Well, that is unfortunate. Yeah, Yevgeny, you go and have a look-see. Rin, you go and do that. We would definitely want more of these. Yeah. So now I really don't want to return it. And we'll have to wait. Once and Beauty and the Beast. It was repressed. So Insight. Rin is going to be the go-to expert on this one. You go there, Mabel. Inside from attachment from Yevgeny. And the next one should see the ordeal. No. It's gonna take a while to get the ordeal, so we'll just move on. The Heart of Aspiration. It's gonna be good for combat. That's for sure. Instinct. Hey, Mabel, you just go to it. And that should be it. Get all the armor. And we're gonna finish the day after these. It's a lot more easy to get to dusk with multiple departments. And I don't really have too much to grind here other than gifts, which one might argue you should be farming. But nah. So let's finish the day. Yeah, the Punisher got better at punishing. Slightly more health. Way jumped up, got more fortitude. Started from a weakling. Yevgeny better at doing things successfully. Rin went up a level. Got a promotion. And got Prudence level 3, so more mental protections. Good. Good. That took 7 minutes. Let's see, what else do the crazy AI tell us? Our founder, A, has said this to me many a time. Each successful experiment makes you a better person. Stand in fire, damage higher. The greatness of this company was founded on multitudes of trials and hardships. So you too shall become great. Each day in the company is another small experiment towards shaping your life for the better. How has your day been today? Well, of course it was fine. Let's spare pleasantries, no. Manager, how has your life been? It could be better. I cannot see the color of your life as you do. While I am unable to console you with empty words such as, that's not true, many things will change while you're here. That much is clear. And this is a simple metaphor, but the seed of a tree will not grow just anywhere. It requires fertile soil, the right temperature, and fresh water. However, most seeds fall on barren soil. For those malfallen seeds, stretching out their roots and sprouting even small leaves are challenges full of pain. I cannot provide you with water or sunlight. However, I will do my best to tend to the soil. Yes. Now, one thing came to my mind. Does my sound work? Does my... Yep, yeah it does. Okay, so no problem there. So there's gonna be an ad in a bit, so let's just get it over with. I'll just sit here. As we say in Finnish, kuntatti paskas. Can't really do much, but let's do the preparation anyway. It's not like anyone will miss anything. So yeah, on day 5 of expansion 5 of any department, you will just do the same thing with the 4 that you got before. You don't get a 5th one. At least I haven't gotten one yet. And then mission When Dusk Falls must be past day 20. This is why I cannot progress the mission until day 20 when dusk ordeals start happening. So yeah, I'm early. Very, very early. But let's see, equipment. Rin. Definitely want this. And yeah, probably way. They are limited in quantity. No new weapons, unfortunately. Oh, good. Still in progress. Blah. Ads. Anyway, let's get to it. Immediately just go and repress. Grow attached. Go goblin mode. That's what instinct is, basically. I'd rather not take this if possible. Because the only combats that I would get would be with my own agents or escaped abnormalities. Because I don't have ordeals just yet. Soon. Yeah, you go get a fancy hat. Yeah, throw Yevgeny there, and you... We just repressed, yes? Yes, we just repressed. So we go in insight. Go be insightful, Mabel. Also, like one thing, day 5 is the most significant because it is the final day on which you can rewind to the previous memory repository. That is to say, 5 days back.
Is this an answer from this world?
Lexade has resubbed for 42 months. The madman, is the goal of this game to make people into sheep?
Yes and no, kinda. Some of them kinda do. Yeah, once day 6 comes, it becomes the new memory repository, and that's the spot you can go back to, and it changes every 6th day. Yevgeny there. Rain there. Is it in sub mode? Son of a bitch. It shouldn't be. What the hell? Yeah, no wonder nobody's been saying anything. What the fuck? That is very much not intentional. Sorry to anyone who might have wanted to actually say something. Wow, that certainly is a fuck up. I was wondering why nobody was actually saying anything. Christ. Live and learn, live and learn. Go and activate it. And we're gonna meet the energy quota after this one. Just speed through it. But yeah, the classic professional streamer mistake. Paywalling your chat accidentally. Fucking hell. Another promotion for Yevgeny. Temperament increased. Best jobs and all that. And Mabel is punishing even harder. She is becoming more and more dangerous to have around. Proceed the next day. Yes. Jesus Christ. Fucking sub mode. T-06-27. This is a recording of the day we must never forget. O-01-12. She was so talkative before, yet in the end, loneliness was the only listener. And F-01-02. I am coming to you, you who will be reduced to ash like me. Oh no, this one's a pain in the ass. Let's take it. As you are aware, there are numerous employees working for our company. The majority of them would like to know more about you as a person. Some will take the initiative and attempt to approach you first. It's rather funny, knowing who you are will not do anything to improve their odds. There are no regulations to prevent them from coming all the way up to your office to interact with you face to face, unfortunately. It seems the one who set those rules in place did not consider situations like this. And I suppose this may be a good opportunity for you to show them that you are a generous god. and caring enough to have chit-chats with your subordinates. Words tend to travel faster than you think. I will not stop you from meeting with someone if they are employees who wish to visit you. But please keep in mind that you do not have to do everything they ask of you. Simply thank them for their efforts. Tell them you hope that they will keep up the good work. That will benefit both parties, don't you think? Are you still following me? What we need is a gesture of goodwill and nothing more. Do not go overboard and listen to whatever nonsense they have to say. Give them a vending machine and next they will come knocking demanding a bar. I expect you to make the right decision. And we go to the info team. Yes, it. Actually, I don't remember what was good for this one. It takes the form of a girl burnt to ashes, even though there's nothing left to burn and the fire still doesn't extinguish. Oh, this one's bad. And of course I took it. I could put... I mean, Yevgeny's competent. Actually, ego list. Yevgeny has penitence. Since you're in a new department, you might want to be doing physical damage. Let's see what happens. And you retain your old department, and then you also get a new one. And this... this is going to be a fucking disaster. I think you needed to no. Anyway, let's see what happens. Bad things happen. The entries of the girl are almost complete. She hides in the corner as soon as Yevgeny comes in. Stands perfectly still. The burning flames do not hurt. If the match is almost burned through, it will be very dangerous. A good result for the first run, that's surprising, to be honest. Which one did it not like? Oh yeah, it's just common. Okay, inside. High success rate no matter what. Oh yeah, because this guy's temperance is so high. But yeah, this one is like the first one that will escape. And it will become a problem. I want to see you fail. And I want to show what happens. See, neutral responses have a good chance of reducing the counter. And bad results always reduce. What doesn't it like? Yeah, okay, it doesn't like attachment. I guess it doesn't like pity. It doesn't want feels. I want to see you get out. Not yet. So much damage. But thankfully Yevgeny has a ton of health. So rest up. We'll do it again. We go talk about feelings. Oh yeah, she doesn't like it at all. Once I think it should be 0 now. And Yevgeny's really low. Yes. And it goes to wherever there's a concentration of people. And if you don't get rid of it fast enough, it goes nuke. People die. Minus 50% success rate. I also love this song. It's when everything goes to shit. Later on, this will have to be listened to more often. Alternatively, you can try to do a completely perfect run, no one ever dies. I try to mitigate that. Oh yeah, that employee committed suicide. Well, there you go. What a lovely department. Yeah. We will reset. For whatever reason. Let's try that again. Just go punish. You go be insightful. You go punish. Yeah, you could do with some justice XP. And you Rin, maybe attachment, yeah. Then again, there are some creatures that hate you for being too good at your job. And they want you dead. Yeah, instinct repression both are common at best. And of course the meltdown is for this one. Fuck. Why this? The fucking worst one? Oh. Well, we're gonna have a... We're gonna have an ordeal as well. Well, that's not very good. Please have a good result. I would rather this one doesn't escape. And if it does, I want you out of this fucking department. Let the regular employees get blown up. Agents are much more important. That's not very good. Yeah, just in case, go up. Yeah, Clipper's counter of 2. 2 fuck-ups, and it goes out. Okay, it didn't. Crisis averted. Now I have to be tactical about this, because that thing is going to kill people. Very, very much. It's gonna be dawn. Okay, not yet. Things will not go to shit yet. And if it's the fucking clown event, things go bad when those come in. Alternatively, I could just call the day early and avoid the ordeal. It could also be perfect food, which is also fucking terrible. Way, you are the least combat worthy. Fuck it. You're not gonna be able to do anything alone. I should hire help. Yes, of course it's a fruit of understanding. No, this is a different thing. Thank fuck. This is not as bad. I don't see health yet. It's concerning. It does black damage. Oh, it does. Ah, fuck. No. Yeah, no. You just get the hell out. There we go. How badly are you wounded? You're doing fine. Oh, because it was trying to kill all the other employees first. Fair enough, I suppose. They complied with nothing. Well, that's nice. Practically all the employees dead in this. And this one is, No, they calm down. mellowed out. Hooray! Let's see, justice improved. Justice improved. Yeah. Let's go to the next day. Let's see what horrors we are facing. Oh boy. D02107. Dude, your little angel is gnawing on our colleague's finger. O-03-60. Well, there's an O and 0. I probably should differentiate. You see a song in front of you. It's approaching, becoming more colorful by the second. And O-01-55. A teardrop fell from the child's dewy eyes. A star showered from the sky. The world falls into a slumber, trapped in an ecstatic lullaby. I might know what that is. I definitely know what this is. It's very dangerous. Let's take it. The energy output of our facility is ever increasing. You have proven that you are much more capable than you originally perceived yourself to be. The high echelon is watching you. Our founder, A, is among them. What do you know about A? A, he is a visionary. A farmer who sowed seeds on a virgin soil no one had approached before. In time, he may express interest in meeting you in person. If that happens, you will be able to make your dreams come true. Myself, well, of course I highly admire him. But to be fair, he is the one who created me. He is also an enigmatic person. I imagine there are a few who can truly understand him. In fact, to truly understand anyone is difficult. Will the day come that I understand you completely? Maybe. Manager, you are the head of this corporation. You are supposed to set an example for others. But that outfit would warrant at least 10 penalty points in our department. The manager should be no exception. However, the rules state that a Sephira has no authority to impose penalty points to the manager, so I must write you off for now. I'm Yased, the Sephira of the Information Team. Information Team is in charge of processing and archiving all the data of our company. New information is generated every day, and we need to ensure that the data is accurate. So, we must concentrate and focus on our job at all times. It may be compared to a massive bibliotheca. A single bit of misinformation could lead to an uncontrollable disaster. I am sure you can understand the gravity of my work. Every sliver of the information that you read contains the despair and desperation of our employees. Please do not think lightly of that information. It seems that you are curious about my outfit. I have an aversion to exposing any part of my body. I don't exactly remember when I started feeling this way, but it's likely that I've been this way even before I joined the company. You know, an AI doesn't really join a company, but you know. Yes, sir. Do you have any spare paper? Our department could use some. Let's like the rules state that we're not supposed to trade resources between teams. It should be in the very first page of the Sephira manual. Alright. Stop giving me that sharp look, Mr. Viper. Well, I'm heading out. Not in the mood to get bitten today. What are you trying to say with that expression of yours? Is this entertaining to you? Does the nickname make you laugh? My apologies, I overreacted a bit. The other Sephiroth simply use my nickname as a joke, but others use it in a more serious manner. I know there are many employees who genuinely despise me. Nicknames may be a childish thing, but there's no better way to describe a person in such few words. I personally like my nickname. What's your opinion, manager? I like it. Yeah, it expresses your personality quite well. Seems we're in agreement then. I should get going now. I need to finish today's work. Oh, and I must send you the next assignment. The information team is always in need of more data on the abnormalities. At this point in our research, we need more testing with instinct work. Instinct work directly resolves an abnormality's primal instinct and drive. Indeed. Yeah, fine. Next. Do we get health bars? I want health bars. Yeah, we need more combat personnel. That's like baseline. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, fucking everyone combat ready. You will see why in a bit. Go and make emotional damage. Probably should change this around. Yevgeny probably should get this. And Wei can have one of these instead. Might be better. Yeah. It's a dog! This abnormality was created with the ideas provided by Tumblebug Becker. Yeah, this is one of the Becker things. Some of these are pretty good. A super fluffy, ultra cute puppy with white fur like fresh snow. This abnormality is so cute that just taking a short little glance at it will make you feel so much better. It has the eyes of an angel and is the purest thing in the world. Further descriptions of this creature have been omitted for brevity's sake. The rest of the sentence is essentially just saying it's so cute in various ways. Yes. So let's go punish it. Let's make it angry. We need to see how everything goes to shit first. And actually, from what I understand, that is actually not necessarily a good idea in the later stages of the game. The consequences are permanent. And it's loose. Halin, run! Run! If you don't want to die, you should fucking run away. But yeah, it's a buff popper. Come on, guys, the threat is averted. Calm down now. I really don't want to risk it with anyone other than Yevgeny with this one. It's far too volatile. Yeah, we might want to do that. We want higher insight. And Mabel should probably do higher attachment. And Rin, go punish. I haven't done that yet, have I? No, good. Pode. If you look up anything on this game, that creature is the thing that you will definitely see. There's memes of it everywhere. That discusses the game. Way you go inside, Mabel, you go attach. It's kind of easy to have instinct because both of these work very well on instinct. I'm mainly not sure how well I can keep Pode in there. Go and punish. Guidance and information. Pode Wolf's instinct work the most. Please don't do work other than instinct with him, or else the clipboard counter has a medium probability of lowering. When the work result was bad, the clipboard counter decreased. I wish they used more uniform language because decreased and lowered, they sound kind of similar, but they don't mean the same. Well, they mean the same thing. They could potentially mean different things. Ah, insight is actually high for this one. I didn't actually realize that. Well, I guess now I see it. It's like a terrible idea to put anyone other than Yevgeny in there, but then again, I should. Just keep the dog happy. The fuck is this? Doubt. Uh-huh. It's coming in. I wonder how much damage it does. Oh, come on, guys. Don't both go in there, that's rude. Halen is really suffering. I have no idea how much health that thing has. Well, that's solved then. Olive go suppress. And you guys help. Actually, Mabel. Yegwin is still kind of fine. To live was a process full of pain. Yeah, now everyone can go back to your departments. We are fine. Only a couple of personnel died. We are fine. I haven't seen these ones before, so neat. Robot. Yeah, I think fighting skills are going up for a bunch of these. When Pote escaped, it voluntarily returned to its unit after attacking an employee and taking blank from their corpse. Boy's a good doggy. What gear does it have? Lower success rate and work speed, but more health. Only 2 to 3 damage. Bites teeth. So do I actually want to send anyone other than... Like currently I'm not sending anyone anywhere other than Yevgeny. Yeah. This one I really want. Because of the weapon. It's great. It is definitely something that I will benefit from. And I mean, I could try making... Do I trust it? Sure, let's see it. Because I want to level these up. Yeah, repression, so it needs something else. So inside it is... Rain, if you would. very good against physical damage. FO102, who had escaped, exploded after being near their target for 5 seconds. Many of the staff nearby sustained burns from the incident. Lethal burns, definitely. Yevgeny still won't go and do that. Instinct. Clip of meltdown. This one's easy, no problem. This one's fine though. Poppy likes to play catch with somebody's arm, severed arm. Now this one I want. It does big boom. Very worthwhile. Well, Yevgeny is here to do this thing too. Go, go. You can do it. But finished records. It takes the form of a girl burned to ashes. Even though there's nothing left to burn, the fire still doesn't extinguish. A matchstick impales the girl's body like a stake. Usually, the match is always lit, while the abnormality shows no sign of activity. Because of this, employees often speculate that the matchstick may be the abnormality's true body. However, recently the ashen figure has been seen crying, according to witnesses. Excerpt from Abnormality Specialist Dr. Redacted's research log. The charred body represents the child's crumbled hope, while the ever-blazing flame represents the obsession for affection. It's always in conflict with the contradiction between those two. We paid a boatload, and that's all they have to say? Excerpt from recorded staff conversations. Well, she's like a ticking time bomb. No one can tell if she's in a good mood or not. We just hope that we won't be the one blown up before entering the containment unit. She won't get any better. We can only try and keep her from getting worse. Excerpt from counseling log. I never thought the abnormality would be able to escape. Maybe we were getting careless, but it seemed that all it could do was burn up the match stuck in its body. Yes, our response was a bit late. Admitted, most abnormalities that try to escape would attack the employees in front of them, but this one didn't show any aggression towards the nearby employees. Instead, it headed to a different department, the most crowded place in the company. If it didn't suppress it at the door, half of the people here wouldn't be in one piece. It's a walking nuke. That's why I'm kind of walking on eggshells with this one. Looks like Pode is fairly easy to manage. You get claw gauntlets. Neat. Abnormality records. This little abnormality couldn't be evil at all. The only thing you have to worry about is your heart aching if you look at it too long, because it's just so cute. In fact, employees who enter this abnormalities containment unit tend to lose themselves a bit, and often need to be forcibly removed from the unit by other employees. Caution needs to be taken, as the assisting employees can also become captivated by its cuteness and become lost as well. Attempts to bring the abnormality out of its unit may occur from time to time, but this is not a concern, as they are typically prevented by other employees. When too many employees want to work with this abnormality, a lottery will be held to decide who gets the privilege of doing so. Our employees tend to show symptoms of mental regression, such as oddly toned speech, with a high-pitched upon entering its containment unit, but it seems this is only a temporary problem. Many of our employees refer to this anomaly as the goodest boy in the world, Pode. However, its official designation is simply Pode. Please make sure you don't get confused. Every employee who enters its containment unit must upload a video or photo report of this abnormality. This is highly, extremely, uber important. Ensure that nobody misses this step. A company of this size will always have a rumor or two floating around. I heard that you can hear someone's bones breaking if you walk the hallways at night. If you try and track down that sound, you'll find a yeti who's eating one of our employees. However, we don't have an abnormality that looks like anything like a yeti. I wonder what's that about? Except of an audio record. John, you should be thankful, dude. You've got a lucky chance to get to work with the goodest boy in the world, Pode. Jacob. It's bapping me with its paws. Is this an attack? He just wants you to feed him. Don't you know that it's a trend in our company to always carry a packet of dog food or two? Well, I don't really like animals. John lets out an irritated mumble. By the way, this little puppy is pretty beefy. Is that how dogs usually are? I guess this one's played a lot of catch, huh? We used to play catch with him pretty often just to watch how cute he was running after the ball. Though we stopped for some reason. Hey, did you see its face when I fed it? It was super creepy, I swear. It's just your imagination, man. He's almost like our little angel. Isn't that way? Who's a good boy? Jeez, does this thing have some kind of power to mentally manipulate people? No idea what you're on about, Jacob. Do you well, boy? Puedo beautiful. Do you? John. Did you wait for me, Pode boy? Jacob. Hey, it's eating something. Are we supposed to be the first people in its unit today? My little good boy was just hungry. Man, he's just so cute. Look at how he's numbing on that. What the hell is it chewing on? Shit, I knew it. That's James's finger, man. He went missing during the last patrol shift. Can't you see the nail? Remember him bragging about having a heart painted on his nails? I told you, dude, this thing's up to no good. I can't believe it. Who? This abnormality's the killer. I get that you're shocked, but I told you a bunch of times that there's no way a cute pet could be harmless in this place. Man, I'm glad you will finally come to your sin. Who couldn't feed you on time? Poor little guy's been starving all night. It's so heartbreaking. Well, I think we're supposed to suppress it? How could you even suggest doing something so heartless to a cute little good boy like this? Just look at his eyes. How could an innocent animal do anything wrong? Is that why you're going with the boy? The abnormality shows no reaction, only the sound of a bone being gnawed on is audible. Dude, your little angel is gnawing on our colleague's finger. What are you, newbie? Don't you know everything cute is forgiven here? I've never heard that, and I seriously don't think it's true. We gotta tranquilize it, and if you won't, then I'll do it myself. The sound of a tranquilizer shot being fired can be heard. No! The abnormality begins to whimper. The recording cuts off after a bit of shouting. Following the evidence I've provided in the recording, I request that Jacob be immediately demoted for firing such a thing at Pode. A terrible, evil animal abuser has no place working in our company. Our goodest boy in the world, Pode, has been traumatized. By this incident. He'll only eat 5 kilos of his favorite snack now. To help him cope with the trauma, I suggest we request a new snack for Pode. Premium grade salmon rich with vitamin B. I'll be waiting for your reply. Your requests have been accepted. P.S. In your next message, please make sure you attach 5 different photos of the goodest boy in the world, Pode. Thank you in advance. This is a very serious entry. But look at it. It's Pode. Might gnaw you a little bit, you know. If you piss it off, it'll take your limbs. Pretty standard. Yeah. That's the date. No promotions. Some stat improvements, nothing major really. Except for Wei. Wei finally got a new level of mental fortitude, prudence. Rin and Yevgeny pretty much did all of the work. So they got most of the stat increases anyway. Yes, right. A little bathroom break, I'll be right back. Watch out, some ads. Let's get, I think, another day maybe before calling it. I mean, we made good progress today. I've not seen this one before. So, O-02-56. People have been committing sins since long ago. Why do they commit sins knowing it's wrong? And O-03-60. You see a song in front of you. It's approaching, becoming more colorful by the second. But this one, you turn on your electric hair clipper. Curious? I want to see that. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if one of your subordinates, who is harvesting energy from an abnormality to meet the quota, shall face certain death doing so? This is a very basic question, so I am certain you know the right answer. We must produce energy. That is not the perfect answer I was expecting. The truest answer would be to harvest enough energy before such a situation could arise. She will give you shit no matter what you say. Lobotomy Corporation is an industry giant and its mission to produce energy is our top priority. You do seem to listen to my words. I expect you to manage your subordinates with that attitude. You've exceeded my expectations, despite your first impression. Allow me to explain your next. Yes, sir, I just heard that your team had a ton of casualties. How many times has it been now? Shouldn't you be at your team's side? It looks super depressing over there. Accidents happen. I want them to understand that it's not a big fuss. Dwelling on it only encourages them to cry more, and it will eventually tire them out. But people have died. Maybe you should say something, like at least a half-hearted commemorative speech to cheer the employees up. I mean, we should lead our departments and all. Perhaps your aim is different from mine, then. I see no point in being sentimental. Caring too much about the respect of employees or the little complaints they make will steer you away from what's truly important. Well, I'm just saying, I guess there's no right answer, is there? We're both busy, so I'll see you later. What do you think, manager? Should I go comfort them for the sake of the department's morale? It's not a necessity. A banger track. A gesture of goodwill without sincerity is nothing more than an act of diplomacy, after all. We're not the ones whose lives are on the line. We don't live with the risk of every moment possibly being the last. Nor are we always so close to death's touch as to not have any attachment to life or worldly values. I disagree with the way Hod copes with it. She just seeks to comfort her own mind and turns a blind eye to reality. It'd be much more helpful to work hard to find ways to minimize casualties in the future. Via insight work, we can indirectly handle the abnormalities. Through insight, we aim to find what they find favorable and unfavorable about their containment units, and adjust the conditions accordingly. Complete 5 insight works. Yes, that we shall do. Granting highest command. Okay, display health. That's priority. Now, who of you? It's Mabel and Way both have one of those, so maybe it should go to Way. And we have no better suits, unfortunately. Now, bald is awesome. Wait, it's not. It's an in. I thought it was going to be a machine, or like equipment. Okay. Warning, you have been hit by the baldy psychological attack. If a non-bald person reads this, they'll be granted the privilege to go bald at an extremely rapid pace. If one wants to stop this from happening, they must be assigned to work on this abnormality. In addition, if you find 10 or more strands of hair on your pillow in the morning, it is recommended to peruse this encyclopedia article at least 3 times. Okay. Curious. So, does it make somebody go bald? Fuck it, why not? This one doesn't want that, so go pet the doggo. Halen is starting to feel that hair is just a burden. Oh wow, I've never seen this few. If you're bald, you never have to worry about clogging the drain. So you still have your silky hair. Is it that they fail because they have hair? I was kinda expecting for this to happen. Alright. Oh, this is so silly. Now, Baldy. Go give me more insight. We're gonna be facing the Dawn ordeal, so we might as well have some combat ability. Fucking give it away. Way is more in need of it, more in need of extra health. Yeah, maybe we'll go be attached. I mean, brain stats are already pretty good all around. See, immediately success if you're bald. You still seem to be keeping your silky hair. You've been struck by the Baldy's awesome beam. If you don't work now, every employee, including you, will lose all their hair and become bald within a month. Hey, Halen. You go and do that thing. Evgeny, go. Oh shit. Yeah, we're gonna be triggering it. Get ready for shit. Oh no. You couldn't have gotten anything fucking worse. It's the fucking clown. Kill it. Kill it. The clown must die. Especially with this one. Don't release Poda, eh? Just... Come on, man. But yeah, these things will release other things. They reduce the Clippeth counter. You fucking dick. Kill it. We don't want this one out. I have had things go very badly when those things have decided to annoy some of the abnormalities that you don't want to interact any more than is absolutely necessary. Very stressful. You go there, I don't know, you could do temperance. I don't know. Everything's very low, unless they're bold. Not bold, bald. Bald words. Bald. Oh shit, she might be releasing in just a moment. Prepare to get the fuck out. She is not mad. Good. Excellent. It's not too late. 30, 29, 28. This is such a silly... I am going to risk doing it. Yeah, still try it. With good RNG, we might even get our get. Somebody go. I mean, Halen might also want to do that. But then again, Halen can do anything, level anything with this. Alright. Go in the way, go in there. In there, Mabel, go in there. Rin. No, wait. Have I interacted with this? No, I haven't touched Beauty and the Beast. Good. Then punish. Okay, Baldy. Which of your stats is low? Attachment. Go. Be attached to baldness. Pode is still okay. But, at least I know that I have enough strength in this department to actually put it down if it decides to get mad. There we go, we get the get. I think it might be good for this one, since Pode is weak to it. Non-escaping entity, not exactly a big surprise. You get an emotional damage gun. Very cool. That's kind of interesting. They Teth weapon but Zion armor. Yeah, I get the reference. That's so dumb. I love it. I absolutely adore this. Let's see. Bill. I had an amazing dream today. Brian. What did you win? What? Did you win the lottery or something? When I got to work, everyone here was bald. Everyone including you. Maybe even people outside of this corporation. I think you've been pretty stressed lately. Why don't you go take counseling? Employee Bill suffered an unfortunate accident with singing machine that day. Right after the incident, abnormality Bald is Awesome appeared in the facility. We all cherish the memories of Bald Bill. If one comes in contact with the abnormality, they will talk or write about the positive aspects of baldness for about an hour and ultimately make themselves go bald. If you become bald, you can save time because you don't have to wash and dry your hair anymore, allowing you to be richer than others. No adverse reactions will happen if a bald employee is assigned to work with the abnormality. The bald don't have to worry about hair loss. If a non-bald employee is assigned, they will shave off their own hair. Bald people can even reflect light off their head and blind their opponents like a solar flare. This abnormality's goal is to make every single human on Earth bald. We will need light bulbs in our facility if there are more bald employees because it reflects off their heads. This will allow us to save a tremendous amount of our budget. This is fucking brilliant. If a non-bald employee is sent to work with the abnormality, it'll produce less energy. Did you know that every single noble in Europe during the Middle Ages was bald? They changed their wig every day. We've just added some new rules to the company code of conduct. If you ever spot a XXX mocking their coworker with alopecia areata, they will be labeled as a hirsute and will be banned from using the lounge for an indefinite period. They will also be forbidden from joining the company's debate club, questioners of the absence of bald Barbies. The gourmet group meetup, Octopi over Squid, and the environmental protection group Save the Bald Eagles. These regulations will be lifted as soon as the rule breaker's hair strand count goes below 1. Lastly, I dedicate this article to employee TH, who is quietly taking balding medicine next to me right now. You know, there's one major thing, and then way back when we started playing FF14 is the fact that every single World of Warcraft player is a strafing and jumping spurg. I mean, I admit I do that annoying strafing and jumping on occasion, but yes. FPS players are far worse though. Let's see. Yes, we can get more stuff. Nothing from Pro Day. Nah, fuck it. I'm not gonna take the risk. But when it matters, like when you tank in FF14, you will get serious hate for spurging out like that. Yeah, because directionals are very fucking important in that game. Funny. I mean, you would get verbal beating in a raid in World of Warcraft 2 if you're spurging got the raid wiped because the fucking tanking target faced too much towards the raid. Let's see. Wait, it can lower? What? Okay, that's odd. Or did they lose an item? I don't know. Huh. Neat. Now I know. Yes, that improvements. All of you got nothing. Halen became bald. Maybe one more day. I want to see what else we get for this department. Probably a device of some sort. T-09-90. Save us now and forevermore. The truth shall set us free. T-09-78. The final chapter ends with the phrase, born again. And T-09-94. Many of those who underwent an operation inside the machine have found themselves rested and healthy again. The truth shall set us free. We might have to go back to 14 earlier than the next expansion. I miss doing random shit with the Blue Mage. And the combat in the game is extremely satisfying in its own way. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like, while World of Warcraft is very, it's very responsive, you know? It's fluid. Final Fantasy XIV is a bit more... I wouldn't say janky, it's more... Not strict either. I'm trying to think. Well, not necessarily deliberate, but like stringent. the major problem for most World of Warcraft players is the global cooldown is longer with Final Fantasy XIV than World of Warcraft. It fucks up their idea of rotation. Yeah, it's more sequence. Yeah. It's more like you are playing music on a piano. WoW does the same thing too. At least guides have a tendency of having very specific rotations, like 20 steps. But they're usually a couple of skills and some cooldowns. But in Final Fantasy XIV, you do sequences of skills. Like almost every class has like a set combo or a couple of set combos. They have a single target combo, they have an AoE combo, they have a heal combo, whatever, that kind of thing. And they might occasionally proc something, they use that, and it kind of flows like a flow chart. Also, they get arthritis. Yes, very true. Not as fast. Absolutely, yeah. There's way too much button bloat, and I wish they allowed for you to have skill macros, like as an option. Like you could put them into a single button. Anyways, I'm gonna do one more day. Manager, among these 3 letters of the alphabet, A, B, or C, which would you select? C. It sounds cool. So pick one. Good. Now please listen carefully. Alright, the letter C. Not a bad choice. Persons who select C believe that the process is more important than the outcome. Therefore, they are good at planning ahead and enjoy change. False. I'm bad at planning, and I don't like change. They will be able to gain insight and attain inner growth without being confined by the rules. But I love rules. This is a new pastime among the employees. I find it rather uninteresting. There is no scientific basis behind these observations, but it is admittedly a little fun to waste time with these tests. You know, maybe I could imagine whether I would have been this or that kind of person if I were human. Is it too odd for me to think about that? The letter Z. Zoo. Ox. Hey, that's cheating. That's not a place at all. Doesn't count. Oh, oops. I didn't know you were here. Sephira, yes it's sir. Sorry, I know we aren't supposed to slack during work hours, but he insisted. Well, you started it. You wanted to get back at me for last time, remember? Shut it, you dork. I'll think about the appropriate response for this case later. You two focus on your work. Of course, Sephira, sir, we're sorry. Looks like word chaining is starting to become one of the more popular pastimes here again. Do you happen to enjoy word chaining, manager? As it begins to get lost in thought. James, you know you can't enter the cell for work when your mental corruption level is above 80%. It's against the rules. I know. Just this once, please. You know what happens if I fail to finish the assigned work regime? Besides, you know how Sally went in at 82% one time and came out fine? And I'm only at 81%. Please? Come on, what are friends for? Act so strict and the employees will end up isolating you. It'll be so lonely. Just kidding. Even if all the employees were to hate you, I'll still be your playmate. You know that the word playmate has no place in this corp. Whoop! My bad, my bad. Anyway, can I get to work now, my lord? Yes, it. Don't forget that I caught you some slack yesterday when we were playing Word Chain. Fine, but just this once. And make sure to take a psychological examination right afterwards. You bet. Thank you, yes, it. See you in a bit. At times, I see hallucinations when I change my clothes. Through the clothing, I can see my skin covered with festering boils. Of course, my body is perfectly fine when I open my eyes. It has come to a point where I've begun to find the sight of my skin strange and unnatural. I cannot help but ask myself, why is my body intact? Why is it not rotting? I've asked the other Sephiroth about those visions, but it seems I'm the only one who experiences this. Through attachment work, we can build bonds with the abnormalities. Abnormalities in possession of social desires will have a tendency to show their discontent if such needs are unsatisfied. This behavior will occur regardless of whether they have a full stomach and a spotless containment unit. Indeed. Yeah, it's really annoying that they don't have the macro thing outside of PvP. Yeah, only 81% depressed. Only. I mean, clerks are kind of. Then again, clerks are the ones who are responsible for healing shit, so. Yeah. Alright, so. Who has the highest attack speed? It's either Rin or Oliver Halen. I'll probably give it to Olive. A big gat. And a cute outfit. Big management. So what is this? Yeah, that doesn't look ominous at all. Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Halen, go use it, Baldy. Baldy, bald. Mabel, you go do that. You already have one of these. Go do that, you go do punishing. Now what does it do? An ancient looking religious book that rests on top of a skinny lectern. Its numerous pages are written on old parchment. The employee who reads this will experience an increase in prudence. At what cost? Yeah, I mean, mental boost up. I want to see how many times you can do it. I am playing with your lives. Don't worry. Or worry, I cannot. Skin prophecy. I don't like the sound of that. Inside by brain, yeah. Maybe I'll go get attached. Away go. Do your thing. Do I even want to use it to the same person? Oh, it's stacking. Oh no. There has to be a horrible cost for it. Because that shit can't be free. Was 5 uses. Go back. Use it. Who's gonna become part of the skin prophecy? Its believers prayed that its sanctity would last forever by binding the tome in human skin. The book can be read until one's prudence reaches its limit. What is the prudence limit? Is it like what they already have? It would make sense. Which ones go? Not yet. Those who open the book will be enlightened to unimaginable truths. The ones who have mastered the truths will be called by their prophets. This call cannot be denied. The more one reads, the more they will become vulnerable to white damage. Of course. Of course, they're... Of course the cost is something like that. Yeah, you can see it decreasing there. You're gonna use it once again. I want to see if the limit is determined by this. Yes. No? Yes. Yes, it is. Save us now and forevermore. The truth shall set us free. Any employee who panics after reading this book will perish immediately. Yeah, that's the thing. They get higher capacity and for mental damage, but they will take more of it. And they'll die. If they get inflicted enough of it. Go there, Baldy. Do your job. Inside. Yevgeny, go do that. Instinct, do that. I need to do more attachment jobs. Oh no, I just realized, son of a... It's perfect food. Dicks. Thankfully they're only attacking Rin. Yeah, see. Easy peasy. Thankfully those guys are very good at that. Aylin... yeah, those are Teth and you have Zay in armor. Nope. Going to get out. No fucking with that. Yeah, they've moved on there. Go and suppress it, please, before they move on somewhere else. Gun does massive damage. It was a good idea to put it here. Yeah, the attack speed coming in handy. Very nice. Now hey, Baldy, as you heal, you will go back there. The healing takes like slower because, you know, the fucking worms ate so many of the clerics. See those dead eyes? I understand. I think it's very reasonable after all this. Giant fucking worms attack. Well, not really worms, like maggots. Pody. Yes, man. Emotional damage gun. Skin buffing won't do jack shit. Unless it does. That wouldn't be worrying, but... fuck it, we'll see. You go... Wait, did we repress it before? Mutant Beast Repression. Mutant Beast Insight. Yeah, wait, no, okay. It should be safe. Jesus, that's a lot of use time. Mainly because I didn't want to give it up. Otherwise, I would have had to fight stuff. Attachment. Fuck yeah, they got the glasses. Good job, Halen. Extra move speed and attack speed. Hell yeah. I hope you don't do anything. Okay, no. Looking too cool. Why won't it rot cleared? I still have a couple of... Do more instinct with... Yeah, Halen probably should go there. More health. Thankfully we have nothing that hates fortitudinous people. Not yet, anyway. But last time around when I was playing, I picked 2. I picked several that had very specific weaknesses. Like, they wanted you to gimp certain characteristics, or they would be pissed and they would kill people. Pode. Yeah, we good. We are good. One promotion for Mabel. Could be temp up. Jesus, Prudence 5? Never. No, wait. Ah, yeah, it's. Yeah, the stats lifted it up to 5. But it increased regardless. Yeah, I get it. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yep. I might as well finish the department. Fuck it, why not? Just conclude it. Manager, is there something wrong? Ah, I see. Will you wait just a moment? If you cannot bear to look, you should close your eyes. There, I fixed it. There was a system error. How strange. It shouldn't have been so easily compromised. It's a technology originally developed during the war, now widely used for commercial purposes. It's not that impressive of a technology, really. The human brain is fragile. Seeing such a cruel and shocking sight may unintentionally lead to a momentary shutdown of the brain's functions. If a manager like you were to suffer such a reaction, it would be very troublesome for me. So I installed a cognition filter in your display. While the cognition filter functions, dead employees will look like cute dolls splattered with red paint. Abnormalities, even those who could ravage your mental state just by being in your sight, will be reduced to adorable toys on the screen of your office. Trust me, before the cognition filter was installed, many a manager lost their sanity on that seat. I cannot allow you to join them. That day, James released 2 abnormalities on purpose, and eventually 3 clerks and 4 agents were killed. As you may know, having 2 abnormalities breach and losing 4 agents is a rather significant loss of manpower. Of course, it was I who ordered for James to be gunned down. I know the kind of place we work in. I am not regretful for the fact that I was unable to stop him. It's that I regret having developed a personal relationship with him. I was careless with my position and let my subordinate exploit me. Chatting, games, yes, all of it fun. James was a good joker too. Of course I had fun playing word chain. We grew so intimate that I could forgive his trivial rule violations. But the price I had to pay for the error I made was not trivial in any way. Manager, this is Lobotomy Corporation. We see body bags every single day. It's a lonely place. Sometimes you will feel the urge to share the distress and anxiety with someone else, to have a friend. But manager, whenever you feel lonely, please remember what happened to me, and try not to make the same mistake as I did. You will be able to get over the meaningless deaths that way. I envy Angela. She's truly a heartless monster. People say that I'm too rational. Yes at the cold-blooded machine, yes at the viper, yes at the cruel and emotionless. A frigid being who won't even bat an eye at the deaths of dozens of employees. I won't deny that I deserve the reputation. However, whoever built this place has to be a much more cruel person than I am. Sometimes I wish I were an AI without emotion. A vague sense of sympathy will only cloud your judgment. You're bound to make mistakes that way. Why would they place AIs with emotion to handle the facility if they were well aware that emotion would only get in the way? Do you know the answer? I don't. The best course of action is to handle things before everything turns sour. All will remain in order so long as the abnormalities are managed with the best results. Please be sure to handle everything carefully. As far as I know, this is the best way to ensure nothing bad occurs. Indeed. Miten kun valot vilkkuu? Broom broom. Let's go. Display damage. Now go down the ego list. Halen gets a get. Emotional damage gun. And anyone with Zion needs to get rid of it. Halen and away. Or maybe... Way might benefit from this more. Mix and match. End the workday without a bad result. Well. Alright. Halen, just go be cool. Way, just go punish. You go be very attached. You do, I don't know, you two be attached, I guess. Yeah, well, that's fine. It's Green Dawn. I'm not sure what that actually entails. It might be bad though. Aiden, go do your thing again. Yevgeny, do your thing. Actually, stop. Yeah, no. Never mind. I was just trying to see if I was being too hasty with it. Now I'll have to wait a little bit. I want everyone out first and foremost, because we're gonna have an ordeal. So let's try to minimize damage. Wei, you go there. And everyone else prepare for shit. Doubt. Ah, it's these things. Okay, this shouldn't be too much of an issue. Kill the robot. Wow. Okay, so this thing can murder clerks like nobody's business. Oh my. Yeah, the mental damage came from seeing a whole lot of people die. And they got rid of the robot real fast because they have a huge fucking gun. But yeah, seeing all those dead people is probably not good for your sanity, generally speaking. Get healed and keep up with the work. Yeah, the Scorch Girl is a bit too risky. because I don't want to mess it up. Beauty Beast has only been repressed. So, just inside. Yeah, rain is good with that. Way and maybe we'll go there. It's gonna be instant 3 more. It's gonna be one. This is gonna be one of those. Surprisingly not. Huh. On the other hand, I am very much okay with it. Alien go be bald and cool. We need to do Fairy Festival again. Now we can go and punish. Another emotional damage gun. Excellent. Yeah, we'll get enough from this. No need to do anything else. I pretty much got all the stuff that I can farm out of these. Except for, you know, the gifts. They're always worth it. I haven't got any other gifts. Oh, match flame. Okay, so I have gotten a couple of gifts then. Cool. Nine rewards. Prudence 4 for Yevgeny. Good stat increases all around. Everybody's getting to be really strong. It will make them all the more worse to lose any of them. Yes, next day. O-05-47. You pressed it numerous times and you still have something you want to know about it? Pressing things is bad. O-05-61. Life is only granted to those who hold no fear of death. And T-02-43. Unsurprisingly, not a single employee volunteered to retrieve the corpse of their cocoon colleague. That sounds like spiders. Is anyone there? Can you read me? I repeat, is anyone there? You can call me B. I am an insider. Someone who knows a lot about the company. Please understand that I cannot reveal my identity. I am going to tell you 3 truths that the company wishes to keep hidden over the following days. Tell me, please, why do you think you were hired by the company? Should I rephrase that? Let me ask you like this then. Are you satisfied with your job here? Yeah. Is that so? Well, I can't judge whether or not you're telling the truth. You're the manager, but you don't actually know anything about the company, do you? Would you say I'm wrong? Each time we speak, we need to be as brief as possible. I made the call here. Contacting someone for a long period of time is dangerous. Indeed. So we either pick safety or training first. But we can just go between them. I'll pick safety first because NetSec is miserable. Hey, the guy in charge of the safety team. It saves every time you go into the deployment thing. Yep. Right here, in fact. I have 24 lob points to lob at something. Hire somebody with prerequisites bald. Good shit. Dude, too funny. Oof. Maybe this? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, since this is the saving point, well, go to the main menu first, see that it's day 11, and then worst case scenario, I would have to repeat the day. Yep, it's just 11. Good. Very, very good. If nothing else, on the stream I made some excellent voice acting. Where's my dog like this? Where's your good boy? I amuse myself at least, so that's the main point. Anyways, it was a bit of a longer stream, and I will keep up with Lobotomy Corporation and Monster Hunter 1. Probably going to keep with Lobotomy Corporation now because I have an itch to play it. I've been itching to play it for a while now. Over a week, because I talked about it and didn't want to actually advance progress in the game outside of the stream. But yes, very good stream. My fuck up aside, putting subscriber only mode. How the fuck did I do that accidentally? Like, there was no message anywhere that was going on for me. Yes, that you died. That is a very appropriate sequence. Yeah, that's good. On Thursday we might have a group stream. I am not entirely sure. It will not be Pathfinder still, because as far as I understood, Frosty is still in Poland. And Maybe something tomorrow. I am not yet certain. I will still announce it if I'm going live. Yes, the Pooland, where the Poolaks live. These amounts describe perfectly how a meant to act when you fuck up. Fucking mentors. Now that's a meme right there. Yeah, I'll be keeping up with these. Maybe group stream. I don't know what exactly. I mean, we recently got Payday, so we might play Payday. Payday 2 specifically. But yeah, I am running out of voice to speak. My speaking meter is running low. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and laughed at my failure as a streamer. Silly shit, but it is what it is. Anyways, see you guys next time, whether that be Wednesday or Thursday.